story of a prince who suddenly sees that this ambitious world is just a big game of King of the Mountain. A boy scrambling up a pile of sand to call out, "I am the king!" Then another comes and throws him off to make his own momentary claim. And then another, and so on. The world's complications can sometimes get very simple very quickly. And age has nothing to do with this realization. A king dreams that his young son has died. He is filled with such grief in the dream that the world darkens and his body grows inert. Suddenly, he wakes and experiences a joy he has never known. His son is alive. The king thinks to himself, such suffering causes such joy. It is a kind of joke on human beings that we are pulled between these two states, almost as if by ropes on either side of a collar. The king has another thought. What occurs in dreams can actually happen at any moment. If my son dies, I will need a successor. When a candle goes out, you need another lit candle. My son must give us offspring. He is of marriageable age. I will find him a bride. Now, this is flawless reasoning, my dears. Open any medical text and look at the table of contents, and you will find tumors, rashes, fevers. There are 1,000 ways to die. Any step could take us into the scorpion pit. So the king finds a bride for his son. Not from royal blood and not from wealth, but from a poor, honest, hardworking family with the greater riches of an open heart. A beautiful young woman as clear as the morning sun. Well, the eligible women of the court object. But the king has made his decision. He recognizes the value of inner wealth as opposed to that other kind. In a quirk of destiny, as the wedding approaches, the old woman of Kabul falls in love with the handsome and generous-spirited prince. She enchants him with Babylonian magic. And so he leaves his bride at the altar, and for a year he kisses the sole of her Kabulian shoe. Everyone weeps for him, but he, in his ignorance, laughs. His father, the king, prays constantly, "Lord, Lord." And because of this surrendered calling, a master appears from the road to save the prince. "You must go to the graveyard before dawn," the master says, "and find the bleached white tomb beside the wall. Dig there in the direction your prayer rug points. and you will discover how God works. This is a long story, and you're getting tired, so I'll get to the point. The prince does as the master says, and he wakes. He runs to his father carrying a sword and a shroud, the signs his digging has brought, that he accepts his mistake, and he is willing to accept the consequences, no matter what they are. The king orders the entire city decorated. Such an elaborate feast is prepared that sherbets are set out for the street dogs. A year passes in this new life, and the king begins to joke with his son. Hey, remember your old friend and how it was in her bed? Don't bring that up, yells the prince. That was delusion. I have found my true bride now. The prince is the soul of humanity. He is your essence. The old woman is the color and the perfume of the sensory world. She can tie knots in your chest that only the breathing of God can release. Don't underestimate her appeal. The prince was caught in her net for a year. You might be there for 60. Selflessness is your true self, your sword and your shroud. Whereas this is how most people live, asleep on the bank of a fresh water stream, lips parched with thirst. In your dream, you're running toward a mirage, but you're proud of being the one to spot the oasis. And you brag to your friends, I have the heart vision, follow me to the water. It's this seeking of far-off satisfactions, this traveling, that keeps you from tasting the real water of where you are and who. Closer to you than the big artery in your neck, with waves lapping against you, here. The way is who and where you already are, sleeping in your very being. That which sleeps and wakes and sleeps and dreams the sweet water is the taste of God.